The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Atlanta Falcons. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? Quick throw caught by Godwin. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Here we go. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Burrow. Finds his man. It's Kohler. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Elliott. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Complete to Elliott. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. Inside give to Elliott. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Now it's Burrow. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. Now Elliott. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Anthony Schwartz from 3 yards out. And the Vikings have struck first in this NFC title game. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready? Get ready. Check you. Check up.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Red 52. Madden.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Afitu Melifonwu up to make the tackle there.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. 11, Burrow will throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
11
Burrow looking to pass. They'll roll him out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the...
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Henry again on 2nd down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Tua. He finds his man complete. It's Stump. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Henry on first down, not finding much running room as he pushes forward for a yard or 2 at most.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Henry up the middle. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out.
Here we go.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Being chased out left. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he powers his way up past the 30. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Inside handoff, Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Tua. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he's got some space here. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he will find his man on the outside. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 2nd down and 3. Now Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. This is blocked. This is going the other way. There he goes left side. 30, 20. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Well, you figure with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there's a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
11.
First down, here's Burrow. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Burrow. Over the middle. That's caught by Schwartz. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Ready. Red.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. Third down now to follow.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Hey, green.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's Stump. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That third down conversion good for 23.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On third down, Henry. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll run. It's Henry. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball's moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He finds his man, complete. It's Stump.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Tua going to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. George Kittle, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. This time, the extra point up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
We'll agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle in the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 27, Tua. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Looking to pass. Tua. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And the deficit will hold pat at 13. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete here to Waller.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Falcons are right back in this football game.
Is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession, gigantic. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down, they go again with Henry.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Ready?
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Strike 2.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead. Look at the deficit. Trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
11. Hey, you gotta go score.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And that's caught at the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
11 MT, 11 MT.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Darren Waller, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Here's Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be 1 step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
He's going to let this one go deep. And now Burrow going to be intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. 11. And they'll send the slot in motion left. That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, connecting with Kohler. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Vikings continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And the Vikings are going to the Super Bowl as we sign off here and say goodnight, everybody.